What is up, YouTube? I'll be explaining to you some very core mechanics that aren't said anywhere in the game, but are a really crucial part to your gameplay. Some of these you might already know, like the most basic of them, which is the skill order in normal fights is first buffing skills, then debuffing skills, and then offensive skills. But if they have like the same kind of priorities, they will just trigger by like who is the most left in your lineup. So buffing skill, debuffing skill, buffing skill, and I'll use this also as an opportunity to explain another thing. Let's use pride and use self buff. So you see first the energy, then the stun, then the buff. Right? Okay. Well, next, I'm using an offensive skill, a debuffing skill, and a buffing skill. And now I'll use this because it says physical technique. And you know, this thing, trigger upon using a command skill applies 60% cursed technique increase. So let's see. Here we can see right now, Pride is active for 7 turns and has 2 times left. But now we're gonna use a physical skill. And let's see. Again, buff, debuff, buff. And let's check Gojo again. We have Pride for 6 turns and 2 times left. Which you might think, well, wait, didn't we attack? Well, this triggers only if you use an offensive skill that does cursed technique damage. So as you see, now we're gonna use a cursed technique. And let's check again. Attack, stun, buff. We have 60% buff for 5 turns. And it triggers 1 times more. Okay. And why am I telling you this? Well, it's because you can end up stacking your pride buff. Also, we're going to be showing something else right now if we manage to stun, which we should be because it's still like a high chance. Nope, we missed. And this is actually another core mechanic. Every time you stun an enemy, they gain additional crit resistance. And why is that important? Well, because as you see, like Inumaki's skill has like 140% chance to stun and it still failed to stun. Well, that's because we stunned him like 4 turns before that, which made his crit resistance lower. Like this Jogo, you can stun up to 5 turns in a row at best. After that, it's extremely hard to stun him. But like weaker enemies, you can stun less. But also stronger enemies, for example, Tower 35 bosses, you can only stun them once or twice in a row. Like a third time you have to be extremely lucky, and a fourth time I think is impossible. But yeah, as you see, right now, our Gojo still has the one-time buff from Pride. 3 turns, 1 time. And we can use Pride again, so now our next ultimate is going to be buffed by both Prides. I'll now cancel the run because I don't want to kill Jogo and consume my AP. But as you see, you can stack Pride buff. Another very important thing about orders is, as I told you, the normal order is like buff, debuff, but if you use Yuki's ultimate and then Gojo's ultimate, and there are no other ultimates triggered, you're going to combo ult, like the skills will trigger first Yuki ultimate, then Gojo ultimate, and then everything else, even if your other 2 skills are buffs. Which you can use to your advantage by using Ward Off to gain extra ultimate gouge as soon as your Gojo has ulted. Or you can like make sure you still get the buff by using an extra ultimate. For example, you have Yuki ultimate, Yaga ultimate, and then Gojo ultimate. That way, first you'll get like Yaga and Yuki to trigger, and then Inumaki's like stun or buff. So yeah, hopefully this helped. Hopefully this will help you like understand the game better and deal with enemies better. So yeah.